Oi, it's a bit strange to have you ask me that, my lord. Most people think they know Tommy Undergallows well enough through his reputation. In Columnport, the tales of my deeds were the daily fodder of the old man in the taverns. I do not speak of heroic acts, however. I am a halfling of the underworld, if you remember. What sort of deeds are you talking about, then? Oi, nothing so sordid and evil as you might guess. I've had fame and fortune aplenty more than once, and lost it all just as often. My most famous exploit, in fact, is one of the reasons I chose to come to Neverwinter, when I fled from Calamshan. You see, I spent the larger part of my years in Columnport in the employ of a powerful Medusa. She was a great power in the city's underworld, and that is no small feat for anyone, statue-making gaze or no. A Medusa? Are you serious? Quite serious. She had a fine head for business, and was as ruthless as any cold-hearted sheik. Not as good with the face-to-face negotiations, though, if you take my meaning. I was in her employ to run errands, burglaries, message deliveries, walking her cat, assassinations, that sort of thing. I did my job well, too, and was well known for it. The job made me famous, however, was the last one she gave me. I was to infiltrate the house of the famous vizier Sabalon Vahayed and kill him. Were you successful? I was, though not in the manner you probably suspected. There's more to that story than I've told. But we've business to undertake, I suppose. Perhaps I'd best tell the rest of the story another time. What do you say to that, my lord? Fine, let's go. Okie dokie, lead on, my lord. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights, the core campaign. And that was Tommy's story, starting off. So, let's get into this. I am heading outside to the Blacklake district, and we are going to tackle the zoo today. If you'll remember, we got a mission from a druid in the city core. Excuse me. And he wanted us to free 4 animals out of the zoo because they were being mistreated. Now, he was going to do this legally, but then the plague happened, and the people that were going to help him died. So he has hired an adventurer to go in and do the job for him. But because we're taking the long way around, the first thing we'll have to do is, well, open these chests, of course. The second thing we'll have to do is fight the guards out front. Excellent. Some gems and a potion, and another potion, and a cloak of protection from evil. Alright. So, as soon as I open this gate, we're going to be attacked by the Meldanan guards, including the one that's right here. And then 3 that just show up. But they're not too into getting into the fight yet, so. And now they are. Okay, we're taking a bit of a beating, so I'm going to go ahead and heal up. Tommy's definitely helping us out here. And I just decided that, well, I'm going to leave that there because I don't need it anymore. But I'm just going to carry Tommy with me for a little while. That way I can listen to his story whenever it's convenient. And it should make the fights in this area go a little bit quicker, too.
No can do.
Montgomery Shershot Weatherson bids you welcome to his animal hold. View these beasts for only 1 gold. Okay, here's a gold. You might enter. Remember that you are a guest and must abide by the rules of common courtesy. The gods do not listen to excuses. Yeah, well. You haven't told me to put away my scythe yet, so... Alright, so... This leads into the main zoo area. And there are a couple of visitors, but... Let's see if I can get a good... We've got a lion here. Looks like a female. Panther. And I think over here is the bear. Yep, a brown bear. And then at the far end is the wolf that we're supposed to rescue. Okay, so there's no guards in this first area, but as soon as we go into this area here, it's off limits to guests. And I think this is the main barracks area. Yep, main barracks of the guards. Hello. You've attacked me. I just wanted to say hi and tell you you were doing a wonderful job. But that would be a lie. You're doing a terrible job. Okay. And instead of checking all these chests, I'm just going to hit a knock spell, which should open any of the locks, if there are any. Okay, it sounded like there was one or two. And we'll just take everything that these guys won't need anymore. I should probably announce myself as, like, a member of the guard. I mean, how else would the guards know not to attack me? Hint, they'll still attack me. Alright. We've got everything in there, so we'll continue on our way. Now it looks like some more guards. This is probably the lunching area. Looks like a break room is what I'm saying. Okay. Tommy's off on his own, having his own little brawl.
You shall be quick to die!
Okay, and he's come to help us. And he took out a guard, so that was nice of him. Go ahead and collect some evidence from this place, just to make sure that this guy's really hurting the animals. I mean, just leaving these gold pieces in these barrels. Villainous. Potions for anybody to find in a wagon. This could be detrimental to children. Alright, this is a storage room if I remember correctly. Yep. So, a bunch of boxes. Bunch of boxes with stuff in them. And I will always have to identify these arrows of the vampire. I'm pretty sure they're just programmed badly, so that I can't just identify them as soon as I pick them up, like every other arrow. Or every other magic arrow, at least. Okay. Now, there is something we can do to make our escape a little bit easier. And that is... first I'm going to drink some of these potions. Okay. So, a big force of hunters is in this room, and the boss of the area is in the adjoining room. So I'm going to go ahead and just clear those out so they can't come and kill off the animals as we're trying to escape. And I will use this Rod of the Ghost. And they had their crossbows aimed directly at the door.
You will not prevail!
Okay, so we've got those guys. Well, now it doesn't matter. But I was about to say we had those guys attacking us, so we wanted to get these guys off of the bow and arrow. Okay, and there's one more archer still shooting, so I'm going to go ahead and get him. And as you can see, having a companion really makes things easier, especially one that can take advantage of his abilities. So we just position Tommy behind, and he backstabs. It's great. Excuse me, sorry about that. Okay, now, I don't think there's anything too important in here. However, in the next room, after we take out the boss, Montgomery Sure Shot Westerns. Oh, we are taking a bit of hits. Quite a few hits, actually. Okay. And Tommy has helped us out again and knocked out the boss. And we'll go ahead and take his stuff. And here is our second piece of adamantine. There are only 3 that I know about in the game, and they can all be gotten in this first chapter. So we've got 2 already. Okay, and Tommy will get that for me. And then
it's done.
I will have Tommy undo this other lock. If I can ever remember where... There it is, pick lock. Because it's another one of these short chests that I'm pretty sure I can't open on my own. Especially since all my knock spells have been used. The next time I rest, I'm probably going to turn that bone wand I have into a knock wand, which will give me 50 uses of knock, but it will cost me some XP. Back in the day, whenever you had to craft magic things, it cost you XP in the old editions of D&D. So, alright, let's move on to the next spot. There is a Beastmaster coming up. And more guards. But these guards are relatively pedestrian. And they go down pretty quick. Okay, that looks like a deadly trapped chest. So...
No can do.
Tommy doesn't want to undo it, so I'm just going to hit it with some spells until it dies. Right, I can't cast Acid Splash or else I lose it to spell failure chance, because it's not stilled. Spells in this game are the universal disable traps and open locks if you can't ever deal with them with the proper channels. And that only took a couple of spells.
My pack is too heavy.
Alright,
It
there's
is
another
awkward.
crossbow. Let's see if we have a spot for it. Probably right there is fine. And I think between episodes I will also be offloading some of the excess gear that we've collected in the Blacklake. Okay, and here is the Master of the Pens. So let's get a jump on him, because he would be the one that is brutally hurting these animals. Now, unlike Dalen, we actually want to take the hits for Tomy so that he can use a sneak attack, which will deal more damage. Sometimes the AI will adjust and attack the rogue, and sometimes it will still just focus on you, so... Down he goes. Excellent. Okay. There's a bolt. I know where I could sell this, so I'm going to go ahead and take this trap. I may not like having to sell what is considered stolen, but yeah, gold is gold. Alright, so let's go talk to each of these animals. And, no, I can just go out there. That lever I hit will open all the cages, and the druid gave us a item that lets us talk to animals. The animal looks up slowly, unsure of your intent. You sense fear. Wait here until I use Nyatar's scroll on the tree outside. The animal nods, hoping you will come back soon. You sense worry. Oh, I guess I do have to go use the scroll first. I thought I could just tell them to go out to the tree first, but let's go ahead and use that transport via plants scroll. Alright, and there's the tree we're supposed to use the scroll on. Before you stands a mighty tree. Use the transport via plant scroll to transform the tree into a portal through which the animals in the zoo can escape when released. And it's a portal. We can't use this portal, but all the animals can. Okay, so let's go back. So coming through here, you have to talk to each of the animals twice. Once in their pen and once they're outside next to the portal. So, alright, run to the tree outside. I will send you to freedom. The animal is instantly more lively. You sense great joy. And that's basically what they're all gonna say. So, I'm not gonna repeat everything. We're just gonna go quickly through them. This is the lion. Okay. And then sometimes the animals can take a minute. Okay, panther, same thing. Run outside. You're happier. And finally, the bear. The bear. Okay, run to the tree outside. Alright, that was all four. So we will follow suit and go outside to the tree. And then start sending the animals through. Okay, so we've got 3 of the 4. The bear will be joining us shortly. This animal looks up slowly, unsure of your intent. You sense fear. Step into the portal and you will be free. Okay, and there goes the wolf. Step into the portal. There's the panther. And step into the portal. There's the lion, and I guess the bear hasn't made it quite yet, so let's go check on his progress. Oh, there he is. Okay, and now he's outside. Okay, and finally the bear. Step in the portal and you will be free. Okay, and then the portal closes, so we cannot follow, but we have our own way back to the city core. And let's go talk with Nyatar and go ahead and collect our reward.
Greetings again. Nature welcomes you. I hope the day has held you in better health than those poor creatures in the Blacklake Zoo.
There has been progress in freeing the animals. That is good to know. Truth be told, my animal spies have kept me informed. I have felt it necessary to carefully monitor the creatures involved. All the animals are free and safe. Pity about the deaths among their captors. All life deserves a chance, but perhaps that was their chance. I would call the encounter a success, and must reward you accordingly. I am sure you will be pleased. And he gave us 400 gold. Please accept this reward with the blessing, and that of the Earth Mother and the Tree Father. You must agree that I am worth more. Perhaps I could grant a bit more of nature's blessing upon you, but I cannot make this allowance again. This ironwood is as much as I can manage. The temple is severely strained at this time. That is sufficient. Thank you. You have served the Earth Mother and the Tree Father as well as could be done. And he gave us some ironwood, which we can use to make an item. Alright, I'm going to talk to Tommy one more time, get the next part of his story, and then we will probably close it down for the day. So, let's talk to Tommy.
Eh? What can Tommy do for you?
I just want to talk. Oi, what did you have in mind, my lord? Continue your story from before. What's this? Oh, right, where was I? Was I telling you about my infiltration of the house of the great Vizier Seblon Vayhed? Yes, I believe I was. This was no ordinary mission, my friend. Seblon had stymied the efforts of my Medusan patroness for many years. He was a mage of no little power. Sending me to kill him was both a vote of confidence in my abilities and, I thought, a near certain sentence of death. Looking me in the eyes would have been cleaner. Were you able to infiltrate the house? I did say it was the job that made me famous, didn't I? And anyway, the threat of being turned into a short statue was rather an incentive to succeed. Perhaps it's fortunate that us halflings aren't given much credit. I was able to squirm me way into the Vizier's service as a kitchen boy, and nobody gave me a second thought. For over a month, I was pleased to serve the Vizier his meals. I spent my time studying him, looking for a way to kill him cleanly, and he barely even noticed my presence. Why didn't you just poison his food? I would have, I suppose, except that he ate his meals with his daughter, and that made things a bit complicated. His daughter, the sweet lost Sadie, was her name. Human, to be sure, but she never looked down upon me. I suppose I delayed killing Sabalon at the time just to continue being around her. Though I didn't think that all the time. It was just one more excuse after another. The months grew longer, and Sadie and I grew closer. She couldn't resist my charms, of course. No less can. When I put me mind to it, we had to be secret about it. I was, of course, just a kitchen boy. but it had to be an impossible situation. Oh, I couldn't let Sadie find out who I was, yet my patroness was growing impatient. Wait too long, and I'd be a Tommy statue, with the pigeons having their very way with me. I was young and foolish and stupid. However, 3 traits that are great in a buxom lass, but poor in an assassin. I decided I couldn't hurt Sadie by killing her father, and told my patroness to go look in the mirror. Needless to say, she didn't take it well. Well, you betrayed her. I wouldn't take it that well either. Well, fortunately, you don't turn your closest friends into pottery. My patroness wasn't exactly the life of the party, you know. My Medusa patroness decided to take matters into her own hands, of course. If I'd known, I would have left Calumport a bit earlier. I still don't see how this all made you famous. I certainly didn't look that way at the time, I'll grant you that, my lord. At any rate, it's a bit of story. I'll tell you the rest some other time. Let's just keep with the quest for now. Alright. And again, I apologize for Tommy's voice. I still have not had a chance to practice his accent very well, so you'll excuse me for drifting in and out and allowing my slightly natural southern drawl to kind of come out. But anyways, with that, I will leave you here until next time. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day. Bye.